Hey guys, this is Bill with Handgun Safety Academy. Hope you guys are doing great today. So guys, today's topic is again, for those of you that might have a CCW permit, or maybe you're thinking about getting a CCW permit for self-defense, or maybe you even own a handgun for home defense. Guys, you've got to understand the responsibility that you're taking when owning a handgun, especially for those of you that do have a CCW permit and you're carrying a loaded firearm in a concealed holster in public. You must fully understand your responsibility, especially when it comes to if the unthinkable ever happens. You may and you have to pull that firearm out of that concealed holster to protect yourself or a family member. You better understand what the four rules are for using deadly force, and you must understand also the aftermath and all the steps you take before the police get to the scene. This is scenario 2. So what I want you to do when I read off the scenario, I want you to think about how would you react to this self-defense situation. Okay? So first of all, let's go over the 4 rules that govern using deadly force, or when it's time to shoot. So let's go over these 4 rules real quick, because this scenario will give you an idea of which rule you might have broken. Okay, so here's the first rule. Must be in an immediate fear of death or great grave bodily harm for yourself or someone else. That's number 1. Number 2, you must be an innocent party. That's an important one to remember. Number 3, no lesser force is sufficient or available to stop the threat. And number 4, must have no reasonable means of retreat or escape. This is another one that you need to remember. So, okay, so now let's go ahead and let's do the scenario 2. And I want you to think about, when I'm reading this scenario, how would you react to this defensive situation? All right, here we go. After entering a bar, another individual steps on your toe. You mutter "a-hole" under your breath. The individual bumps into your shoulder, knocking you back. You shove the individual to the floor. The individual jumps up from the floor and charges you with a knife. You shoot the individual, charging you with the knife. So you've shot the individual charging you with a knife. So I want you to think about, what would your reaction be to this defensive situation? Okay, so I hope you had a chance to think about that. Now, let's go through the scenario again and break it down and see if you broke any of the governing laws of using deadly force. So let's go to you mutter "a-hole" under your breath. You failed the innocent party rule. Rule number 2, again, by you making a gesture or saying something, you have already failed the innocent party rule. Number 3, you shove the individual to the floor. You failed the innocent party rule again. Now, those of you that live in California, these scenarios are very, very important. Now, the individual jumps up from the floor and charges you with a knife. At this point, you are in immediate risk of death or great bodily harm. But since you've broken rule number 2 twice, you should expect to be charged with some type of crime. So guys, I hope this scenario kind of gives you an idea of your responsibility when holding a CCW permit, and when it's time to actually pull that. So all you got to do is go to my handgunsafetyacademy.com, check out all my different classes that we offer, hit the description, and it'll describe each class. And even if the time of those classes aren't right for you, just email me at handgunsafetyacademy@gmail.com, and let's set up a good time and day that works out for you or for your friends or for your family members. If you want to know, now the CC preparation class, it's going to give you a good idea if the CCW permit is right for you as well. Again, you can go to my handgunsafetyacademy.com, check out the different classes. You guys have a great day.